going live on Facebook. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey power people, hey. Let me turn on all the chats. I'm going live on Facebook. Right now, I'm going live on YouTube and I'm going live on the gram. What's up, my people? How are y'all doing? I hope you are well. I hope you are blessed. I hope you feel powerful. I hope you know that you matter and that you are significant. So if you see me looking in two different ways, it just is what it is. It's all this technology, all this going live in all these different places, but I'm trying to get it all done in one shot. I'm trying to get it all done in one shot. And if you're new to me, and I know I don't go live often on the gram, but we are preparing for an upcoming class where I am teaching for 7 days Ho'oponopono as a principle to apply to your financial health. And so this live is a part of a conversation that's been happening online. This is like the fourth part, right? And so if you've missed parts 1 through 3, go over to our YouTube channel. Just type in the search bar the womb sign and you'll find my channel. It'll pop right up. And go over to Facebook and you will see we have a Facebook group called Let the Womb Be Heard. And you'll be able to tap in and tune into this teaching and get prepared for the class. It starts September 23rd. So go to thewombsauna.com/events, get the details. The investment is $47 for 7 days with me. Being in my energy is going to change your life. So let's get into it. Money is your teacher. Money is your teacher. And I'm going to tell you why. So we're going to get into it in just a few moments. I want to go ahead and give you some context about why this experience is so important. And I just want to give you an overview. I'm the type of person that offers what I need. I'm the type of person that offers what I align with and what matches my values. I can't teach on anything that I don't truly believe in. My work is not trendy work. It is spiritually driven. And I have to really feel aligned with it in order to bring it forward. And so, one of the things that I am very aware of and have been talking about over the past few weeks in the marketplace is the impact that all of these financial shifts, the 300,000 women who lost employment, like there's a lot going on right now in the world, and people are feeling the pressure of that. They're worried. Some are afraid. Some are cautiously optimistic, like this might be my opportunity to go launch that business, to go do something different, to go into a new industry. There's a wide range of emotions and reactions to what's going on. So what I am doing is offering tools and resources to support you. And those tools and resources are designed to support you at every level. So I'm big on the spiritual piece, but I'm also big on just being practical. Like it's not enough to have all the fluff and the spiritual stuff, but you also don't really know how to apply it. Yeah. So in the class, you're going to learn a few different things from me. You're going to learn how to keep your emotions disciplined. That's one piece of it. But you're going to also learn some practical tools on what you can do to improve your financial health. What can you do to improve your credit score? What can you do to improve your business cash flow if you're an entrepreneur and you're running a business and you're trying to figure out how do I get more cash flow? These are the things that we're going to be covering for 7 days. So again, to get all of the details about the class, you're going to go to thewombsauna.com/events. You're going to see this big old flyer that's going to say, are you tired of penny crunching? And living paycheck to paycheck? Are you feeling anxious every first of the month? Are you being avoidant with your bill notifications and your mail? You're not checking your mail, not opening it up. Are you lacking self-confidence because of your income levels? Are you feeling insecure? Are you feeling unworthy? Right? This is the conversation. These are the things we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to break down. The class is going to be in the evening. in the evening. We're going to meet for an hour and a half, right from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On that first day, starting the 23rd, I'm just giving y'all a quick overview as you pile in, and the algorithm lets you know that I'm here. Day one, we're going to heal the shame around money. Any shame you've been holding around your financial health, we're going to clear that. Day two, we're going to release debt and regret. Debt and regrets. Day three, we're going to talk about honoring money as your teacher. And I'm going to touch on some of that because these live streams are the prep materials for the upcoming class. Day four, we're going to talk about healing overspending and scarcity, right? Some of you just, it don't matter how much money you make, you always find a way to go in the hole, right? We're going to talk about that in class. Day five, we're going to talk about receiving abundance with an open heart. Day six, you're going to get to rewrite your money story. And day seven, we're going to call in some overflow, right? So I just want you to know straight up, we're going to take 100% responsibility for your financial reality. You can't be powerful and not responsible at the same time. You got to choose your path. If you're going to say you are powerful and you can live the life you want to live, then you're going to have to take full responsibility for your life, right? We're going to release stress, fear, any limiting beliefs around money. We're going to practice the 4 sacred Ho'oponopono phrases to shift your energy. You're going to learn daily rituals to keep your money flow open. And you're going to get to connect with a supportive community of women that are on the same path, right? So if you need some of that, go ahead and put an exclamation mark in the comments and say, yup, I could use this money flow reset. For those of you who are wondering why is she floating in Ho'oponopono, just to give you context, it's an ancient Hawaiian practice in their spiritual system to restore harmony by cleansing any patterns, and it's rooted in the principle of forgiveness. And a lot of people are holding a lot of guilt about not being in a better financial situation right now, or the position they want to be in. So that prayer, the Ho'oponopono, says, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you can apply that prayer to any aspect of your life. A lot of people are familiar with Ho'oponopono in the context of relationships. I am using that framework for your relationship with money, okay? Your relationship with money. So I see y'all hopping on. I see my Facebook people, my YouTube people. I see my Instagram people. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Put your name or what area you're located in the comments. I wonder who is here. We have people that connect with us all over the world. Lastly, when you register for the course, which is an investment of $47, you'll be able to get a bonus gift. We always love like getting more than what we have, right? So the bonus gift that comes with it is an ebook, and it has 7 days of Ho'oponopono money flow prayers, the ones that I've specifically created for this experience that you'll be able to leverage in your life and in the class for those 7 days. And so if you haven't signed up yet, go ahead and get in there because you should be there, right? Go to thewombsauna.com/events and get in the class. It's going to change your life. So let's get into this conversation. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In order for you to understand why I say money is your teacher, let me first give you my definition of money. If you want to hear that, say, yeah, Thema, give me your definition. Let me give you my definition of money. And it comes from my spiritual father, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him credit because he absolutely taught me this principle. So my definition of money is this: all money is God in circulation. Somebody put that in the comments because we got visual learners that come to the lives who need to see the words and hear the words. All money is God in circulation. Now that may sound silly because you'd be like, I can't go to the store, Thema, and go to the register to check out and be like, I have God, I'm a child of God, ring me out. So I understand the initial reaction to that definition. I had a similar one when my spiritual father taught me that. But what I know about God, at least the God that I walk with, is that God provides. What makes God have the classification of God is the ability to create. And money is symbolic. When it's printed out on the paper, it doesn't have value until the value is defined. And who's given the definitions? Well, we are people. So the people in certain countries decide if the US dollar has any value over there. People in the United States decide if the Chinese dollar has any value here. But money in and of itself, that printed paper holds no value unless it's circulated. And as much as people may advise you to stuff money under your mattress, the purpose of money, of fiat, is to move. And when you're lacking money, you're often lacking movements. You're often lacking movement. You're lacking momentum. You're lacking clarity. And where you're lacking clarity, you're lacking execution. It's going to be very difficult to execute on anything where there is confusion, where there is a lack of willpower and strength, where there's a lack of understanding, and you don't know what you don't know. So money, because of the value that we hold on it, because money is common language, everybody speaks it. If I have a certain amount of dollars, if I have a specific currency, I can go get some things. I can go buy some things that I need, right? So money is common language. Everybody speaks it. All throughout the world, as much as we would like to prefer a society that is not as capitalistic driven, some people hold that perspective, some people don't. That's a different live, and that's something that I'll expand upon in the Money Flow Reset course. But the bottom line is, no matter where you are in the world, you're going to, if there's something you need, if there's food, if there's clothing, if you're trying to find somewhere to stay, you're going to have the conversation about what it's going to cost you. What is the investment I need to make? What kind of currencies do you accept? So money is your teacher, because whatever is happening with your money is a reflection of your self-concept. It is mirroring back to you what you think your capacity is to get things done. And depending on the way you were raised, what environment you grew up in, what you had access to and what you didn't, what you were taught by your family and loved ones about money, all of that influences your frequency and how you vibrate in the economy, because everything is energy. And so if you learn the frequency that your abundance, that your financial wealth is vibrating on, and there are several different ways to learn that. It's all not fluff, metaphysical stuff, even though that is foundational to the majority of the work, to be honest. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. But the other piece of the conversation is practical knowledge application. You don't know what you don't know. And if your family didn't know, that means you didn't know. And if you don't know, those coming behind you won't know. So this conversation is important because we're getting into legacy. We're getting into how important it is to be financially healthy. And with the financial pressures that everybody is feeling, it's like it's being pushed to the forefront. You got to look at it, because you can't heal or change anything that you're not aware of. Right. So we got to, hey, peace. We got to have the necessary conversations about money and financial literacy. And there are programs. Every state has different programs. Entrepreneurs, some of the wealthiest entrepreneurs that I know, are running programs for free, giving free business coaching, free advice. Like, get in here, stop being avoidant, open up the bills, grab your pen and paper, write down the numbers, because the numbers are a spiritual coding system and they don't lie. They're going to tell you the truth about your creative power and your ability to go get what you need. So that's why I lean into the definition that my spiritual father gave me of money, which is that it's God in circulation. I don't walk with a God that can't provide and get nothing done. I'll fire that God and find another. My God is real. God can get some things done through you, through people, and through the amount of wisdom and knowledge that you obtain. And once you learn things, then you have to apply that knowledge for a breakthrough. You can't hoard the information and think that's going to allow you to see fruit. Nah, getting yourself financially healthy requires some real effort. And it's easier to get it done when you are properly supported. When you are properly supported, you can make some real shifts, not temporary shifts, some real permanent legacy type shifts, right? And so I want to be able to help you do that. So money is your teacher. So there's a few things that happen based on how money is circulating in your life. If there's some scarcity there, if there's some lack, there's usually, like I said, some lack of clarity. What am I supposed to be doing with myself? What's my life? What am I doing with my time? Because time is currency too. You can't, what's the return on investment on where you place your time? If you're placing your time in a job 40 hours a week that's underpaying you, undercompensating you, what's your ROI on that? And why are you doing that if it's not the most profitable thing you can do? And what does it take to become more profitable? It takes a correct self-concept. It's going to take some confidence. It's going to take some faith. It's going to take some a strategic movement and coming up out of procrastination. And let's be clear, procrastination is a trauma response. Stuck, stagnant energy is an indicator that things have stopped firing. And there's a reason behind why you're not moving and progressing. And there are two different things. Don't assume that being busybodied, putting your hands in all the things is the same as being progressive, right? There is a difference. And I'm talking to a variety of people, which is why I'm highlighting these different aspects. Because some of you aren't getting anything done at all. That's one piece. Some people ain't getting nothing done at all. But then there are people who are just they're just doing too much. You don't know how to say no to any idea. You assume every idea is your assignment and every idea is not. So, one of the strategies that I'm going to elaborate on and walk my students through in the upcoming class, the Money Flow Reset, is correcting the parts about your identity that are affecting your flow of money. The way you see yourself absolutely impacts your financial health. When there are self-worth issues, when there are confidence issues, when there are faith issues, these things affect your flow of money. You won't even go invest in certain things. You won't even place your money in certain ways if you are governed by fear. Too much fear can cripple you and can get you stuck. And I mostly attract leaders and power players in the world, empowerment professionals, all of that. And you'd be surprised, you would assume that the more money you make, the less you have to deal with identity issues. That's false. I know multimillionaires who cry about not feeling clear about their next step. And it gets reflected in the balance sheet and the profit and loss statement. Your lack of clarity can drain the bank. It can. And so I just want to encourage you to really, really, if you're seeing a fluctuation in your flow of money and you're not okay financially, you're not financially healthy, you're scared about the next couple of years, you're scared about if you can really make it, and you're really looking for a way to process, what do I do next? And really the real question underneath that is, who am I becoming? What version of me needs to emerge for my money to flow and flow abundantly? What thoughts what choices and what actions need to occur for me to have a whole different way of living, a whole different lifestyle. This is why I've carved out 7 days to sit with my people and say, all right, we got to look at it and we got to do some things. And I actually have a framework to help you answer those questions and to practice the formula, which is why it's not just a 1 day class. It's 7 days of let's get into it. Let's unpack some things. Let's make some necessary decisions. Let's learn what thoughts we need to think. Let's learn what choices we need to make. And let's make the necessary decisions for you to become more financially healthy. My movement is about healing everything. When women come and pop that squat with me, you'll be surprised the conversations we have. We don't just talk about the herbs that went in the pot. We don't just talk about, the fibroids. We talk about what's underneath the ways in which your body is malfunctioning. We talk about their lives and what they truly want. And my anointing and my gift is to turn on the on switch so that every woman I serve has the opportunity to discover just how powerful she is and that she can actually heal everything. And when women work with me, they learn session after session, course after course, day after day, how to not only define their truth, but live it. I'm about the embodiment. I don't really care about the surface level stuff and how pretty and how good it looks if your life doesn't change in a way that is sustainable. And some of the most sustainable changes are going to require you to come out of the sensationalism and deprioritize your feelings. You might have to come out of your comfort zone and really take a look at your numbers just to recognize that, damn, I'm not really as powerful as I say I am. What's the point of doing these affirmations every day in the mirror, calling myself powerful, if I can't trace the evidence of my power in my life? It's about the embodiment. Can I be the size container of the blessings I'm praying for? Can I hold it? Can I digest it well? And you'll know the signal that you're in that space and you're at that depth and it's consistent will be your empowerment will become contagious. It'll start impacting your family. It'll start impacting your block. It'll start spreading to other people because that's what true power does. And some of us have normalized being wounded. Some of us have normalized being wounded so much that, yeah, the world is suffering for it. Every time one person is able to get a little better, it ripples. So I'm offering this space. Come get this money flow reset. Come really look at it. Come look at your emotions around your financial health. Come look at your value system around how you move with money. Come look at your relationship with money. Because all of those factors are having a direct impact on if you're being successful or not with your flow of money. And I would love, in particularly, for my sisters to stop waiting until there's a financial crisis to pay attention to the numbers. Can we have that? Can we lovingly have that conversation? Right? I would love for my sisters to no longer fear the numbers, but feel empowered by them. And that's going to require a deeper kind of intimacy with your money so that you're not looking at it only at certain times, Um, no, you should be aware of how money is moving through your life. And especially for the entrepreneurs, when you choose to come out of that biweekly paycheck and you declare that every day is your payday, you should be looking at your pay every day. If every day is your payday, then you should be looking at your pay every day. If you have expenses for your business that add up every day, you should be looking at, is enough money coming into the business every day to pay the expenses? Like, how do you just not look at it and then go bankrupt and then one day wonder what happened? Where are you? Are you even present to the life you're living and have created? Are you even living your life? It's one thing to be alive. It's a whole other thing to be living full out. Right. So I would love to stay with y'all all day and have this conversation. And I'm so happy to see that I've caught some of you live. Some of you will be catching the replay of this. If you know someone who has been talking about stress or pressure or anxiety around their money flow, send them this live and send them the other 3 parts. This is part 4. The other 3 parts are out as well, where I'm doing these lives to prepare you for the upcoming Money Flow Reset class. Again, you can register at thewombsauna.com/events. The investment is $47 for this 7-day experience. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you. And you're going to have some incredible breakthroughs in this class. So carve out the time. We're going to do it at the end of this month. And let's really, really get into your relationship with money and make sure it's a good one, an excellent one, a vibrant one. But yeah, I gotta go because I got a call coming up in a few minutes that I'm not gonna be late for. But I love you, and I'm gonna pray us out as we shift into wrapping up this live. So to the holy ones, I'm grateful. Everybody that's catching this is catching it for a reason. Um, and so let them get what they need from the conversation. And those coming into the class, let them be prepared and aligned with the breakthrough that's coming, that they are looking for in their relationship with money and how their money is flowing in their life. And I thank you for the opportunity to sit with and serve and hold space for such beautiful and incredible people who deserve every single blessing that is available to them. And so I ask that they leave this conversation feeling inspired, feeling activated, and ready to go to the next phase in their growth and in their prosperity. Ashe, amen, and so it is. Holla, enjoy your day.